responsible homeowner who's faithfully made your mortgage payments, you deserve thanks for doing the right thing. And I'd like to tell you about a powerful financial tool that rewards your responsibility. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and the tool that I'm talking about is the Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. HARP is designed to help you lower your mortgage payments. It's for responsible homeowners who are current on their payments, but due to the housing market may have little or no equity left in their home. And even if you were unable to get a HARP loan in the past, new guidelines mean that now you may be eligible. Over 2.5 million homeowners have already taken advantage of HARP and are saving an average of $250 a month. If you're one of the millions yet to take advantage, call us today at 800-QUICKEN. To learn more, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com. That number again is 800-QUICKEN.
Important terms and conditions.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now, it's Car Concerns with the award-winning new car dealer, Harry Douglas. And now, your car star, here's Harry.
Okay, we're going to fire up Ustream here. We haven't done that. We didn't do that yesterday morning. We had a technical glitch. But we're there this morning. And let's see, what were we going to talk about this morning? I got Tesla on the board. I got the Car Concerns Radio Reporter on the board. Let's see what the headlines are there. Do you subscribe to the Car Concerns Radio USA Reporter? You should. It's the news you ought to know. Really? Ought to know. Get it? Let's see. GM executive takes a stand on Facebook and then disappears. That's one of the headlines there. Let's see. GM's North American President Mark Roos took on Facebook Monday to challenge the story questioning the company's falling market share. Oh, they're mad at Facebook. Oh, I get it. I guess that's why they're mad at me, and who cares? A few hours later, his Facebook account was deactivated. Let's see. This might be a good story. It's right there on the front. It's one of the lead stories at the Car Concerns Radio USA Report. It comes from our good friend Dave Shepperson up at the North American Bureau. He's on the North American Bureau in Washington, D.C. for the Detroit News. Let's see here. Let's see what he says here. North American President Mark Roos took to Facebook Monday. Oh, he evidently logged in on Facebook and did a little rant there. Monday to challenge a story questioning the company's falling market share. I don't know. Was that, I put a story up on Facebook about that. A few hours later, his Facebook account was deactivated. Way to go, Facebook. It's not clear why Mr. Roos's page was taken down, but the corporate intelligence was able to grab Mr. Roos's response to a story originally appeared on the DetroitBureau.com automotive website. So no, it wasn't my rant. The story points out that GM has been steadily losing market share despite a run of new models and raises a concern about the automaker's competitiveness. And I've been doing that on this show for 2 years now, ever since 2010, and General Motors decided not to pay the retail automotive consumer back the money that we loan them, the American motorist, the money that we loan them, the American taxpayer, the money that we loan them to stay in business in 2010. Around $80 billion, the best I remember, and they still owe us $10 billion of it, and they're refusing to pay us. They say, no, we went bankrupt. We don't have to pay that. Okay, I don't have to buy your car either. I don't have to talk good about your car on this radio show either. Although I do think that General Motors has got some good products out there. I just couldn't buy one myself, knowing that they owe the money. Here, let me get back to the storyline. The story points out that GM has been steadily losing market share despite a run of new models, and raises concerns about the automaker's competitiveness. It quotes a recent report from the U.S. General Accounting Offices, which said GM faces a challenge to its competitiveness. For instance, its market share of vehicles sold in North America remains smaller today than in 2008. Furthermore, GM continues to carry large pension liabilities. Let's go to Ken Zeno, AutoInform.com. Ken, what do you think about that statement right there?
The pension liabilities are true. The balance sheet is as healthy as ever. The market share is misleading. The reason the market share is down is because they've been trimming back incentives, which is increasing their profitability.
Okay.
So they're solidly number one in the...
So they're making more money per vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of giving them away, but
instead of giving the retail automotive consumer a better deal, the retail automobile consumer is getting paying more for that vehicle.
Yeah, but in October,
that's good for General Motors. That's good for the retail automotive consumer.
So yes, wow.
So if you're out there shopping for a car, chances are you're going to go down to the Ford store, get a bigger incentive, and get a better deal on a Ford.
Well, actually, Ford. Ford. Everybody's been trimming incentives as the market comes back.
Right.
Everybody is dropping the level of incentives. I mean, General Motors had a lot of cash on the hood for a couple of years there when they were going through the bankruptcy. But GM in October, for example, was up 16%. I mean, they basically led everybody in increases in sales because of the new pickup trucks. But the new pickup trucks are in such demand that they don't have to put money on the hood. And in fact, Ford pulled back a little bit on F-Series incentives because they won't play the game, and they want to hold their profitability too. So there's two storylines here. One is the business of automobiles. And the business of automobiles right now is very good, even though the shutdown of the government in the first 2 weeks of October did set the industry back as far as sales were concerned. But when the government reopened, consumer confidence came back, and they had a pretty good month. I mean, so GM's market share, is it true that they have competitors? Yes, that hasn't changed, but they've been holding their own. I mean, they're basically Harry. They're basically healthy. I mean, as long as they continue the release of new products, and the new products are coming, I think they're fine. I'm not concerned about General Motors at all.
Okay, right before the show, I tweeted that you put Chevrolet at SEMA horsepower and or bling overkill. Excuse me.
Wow, that was just a little bit of teasing and stuff. They have one of the new profit centers at General Motors is they have all these factory authorized accessories, right?
Right.
Dress up kits for their performance cars, actually for most of their cars, but they basically center around the Camaro and the Corvette and the SS. And so at SEMA, they showed, 9 new cars, all concepts that basically, if you buy one of these cars, you can put these additional packages on them with parts, GM-approved parts through the dealer, or you can install them yourself if you buy the parts. So if you go up, it's tough to do vehicles on the radio, but there's 2 Camaro dress-up kits up on Auto Informed, and those cars look sharp. And by the way, the Camaro year-to-date is, 4,000 units ahead of the Mustang. We'll see. Ford had a good month with the Mustang. They put some incentives on. And we'll see. But the Camaro's been the best-selling sporty car under $50,000 for 4 straight years. We'll see if the Mustang can catch them this year. But there's a new Mustang coming, and the Mustang's at the end of its run. The Camaro was freshened this year with a mild restyle, but the car is still doing terrific. Oh,
yeah, the Camaro. I've always been a Camaro fan. Even after 2010, when I just like a Camaro over a Mustang.
And the Stingray, the new Corvette, they can't. They're just walking off the showroom floors. They can't keep them on the showroom floors. So they've got a winner there. So back to your earlier point, I don't know who wrote that report. If that was a government leak memo, it was a draft copy.
What, on the Facebook thing?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me go back to it here. How did I get to that? I believe it was, excuse me, I believe it was Automotive News.
Well, Automotive News likes to hype things. And
No, excuse me. I believe it was it was Dave Shepperson at the Detroit News.
At the Detroit News. Well,
right.
So he's got a copy of a government report written by a bureaucrat that says General Motors is losing market share. Well, year to date, GM is solidly number one in the U.S. Ford is number two, and Toyota's number three. That hasn't changed in years.
I stand corrected. I talked about Dave Shepperson at the first of the show. I went to this. This is out of the Wall Street Journal.
Okay. But GM, just to set the record straight, year to date is up 8%, and a market that's up 8%, so they're tracking right with the market, and they're number one in the U.S. And they've done that while bringing incentives down. Okay,
we got to go to our first break. What are we doing here? It's 9:16. We got to go to our first break right here. I'm talking to Jeff Bennett, who did that article, Ken. I'm talking to Ken Zeno, AutoInform.com. Hey, we'll be right back after the break. I'm Harry Douglas. This is Car Concerns Radio. When your money's on the line, call the line that's on the money. That's Car Concerns. Tesla's up big.
Oh, well.
Take advantage of the Car Concerns Radio USA 10-year anniversary special, a 15-minute segment heard in 33 markets on a nationally syndicated radio show for only $125. This is radio that makes it economical and affordable for you to get the word out about what you do, driving your message home. It's the 10-year anniversary special, just $125 for a 15-minute airtime segment. Segments can be booked for a later date. There are limited spots available. Call Car Concerns Radio USA now, 1-855-CAR-CONCERNS. That's 855-227-2662.
The sound of small business, getting busier. Can you tell which one is using AT&T? Truth is, they all are, because businesses of all kinds can find AT&T customizable plans that fit their exact needs. Whether it's broadband, mobility, or nationwide voice, at AT&T, we can help your business get humming.
I need more receipt paper, please.
Call 1-855-877-4288 today and ask about special offers available for new small business packages. AT&T, rethink possible.
Moms of America, stand up and stop taking abuse from your kids.
I pledge never to let my kid disrespect me ever again.
I pledge to stop letting my daughter walk all over me.
I pledge to stop living in fear of my son's anger.
I pledge never to feel like a bad parent ever again, because I'm not.
I pledge to stop letting my child's behavior control my home.
I pledge to be a mom with kids who listen, a total transformation mom.
I'm Janet Lehman, co-creator of the Total Transformation Program. We created the Total Transformation to help parents with difficult child behavior. Now I'm giving it away free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. We'll let you keep it for free.
Call 1-800-287-9157. That's 1-800-287-9157. Call now. That's 1-800-287-9157. That's 1-800-287-9157.
With over 1 million products, Grainger's your one-stop shop to help keep your facility running. And no one has more of the best brands. Like Fluke, Grainger has an enormous selection of Fluke testing tools, including the VTO2 visual thermometer, a breakthrough in temperature measurement, the brands you want, the products you need, the good-looking radio guy you love to hear. Okay, I added that part. Buy your supplies smarter. Call, visit a branch, or click Grainger.com/Fluke today. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Geico says, let's make life simpler. You need to buy something, but you don't want to make a mistake. So what do? Scour the web? Collect sales circulars? Ask your brother-in-law? How about this? When it comes to car insurance, Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating. I repeat, 97%. So make it simple. Just ask a friend who has Geico. then click or call. You could make it 98%.
Geico, 15